Alright, boys, let's just get into this. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Chelsea Goalpost for another episode, another video. This is a bit different, more of a rant, more of a just a one-on-one talk with you guys because um, the result last night was devastating. It was heartbreaking, and still not completely over it. I'm very disappointed with it, and I'm sure all of you Chelsea fans are equally as disappointed and equally as heartbroken as I am. But before I get into what the topic of the video is today, which is why this Chelsea squad can't win. Before I get into anything today, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Leicester City, Leicester City players, the staff, the manager, the owner, and most importantly, the fans. Now, I have to say that Leicester deserve to win. They deserve to win, and it's as simple as that. Um, Obviously, in the moment, I had my own thoughts, my own opinions of what went down in the game, especially with VAR. I've had some time to think about it, to go over the highlights and to watch the game again and to see what exactly happened, to look at it from a with a calm mind and with a logical perspective. And it is what it is. VR was right to give the decisions the way the decisions were given. The handball before the goal, the hand was in a natural position, so it wasn't above the shoulder level, and it was knee to hand, so it shouldn't have stood as a handball. And if it did, that would just been a robbery, because that goal was an absolute masterclass, absolute beauty. That goal from Yeri Tillemans, absolute worldy dude. Um, you don't stop those. You don't stop those. Those are game winning goals. Those are game winning goals, and boy, did we need one of those. We need one of those. But unfortunately, it didn't go our way. Another decision that didn't go our way, and rightfully so, was the offside on Chilwell. Any part of your body that you can score a goal with, that it reflects, even if it deflects off your shoulder, it is counted as a goal. So any part of your body that you could score a goal with, if that part is offside and is beyond the last defender, it's offside. It is what it is, and we are got that right. My problem is with the rules. That rule is absolutely stupid, and but it is what it is. You know what? That's the conversation for another time. Basically, just for Leicester City yesterday, the narrative of everything that has happened and over the last 3 or 4 years has I feel led to this moment, and is going to lead to many more moments like these. What a story it is for them and for the fans, because after that tragedy a few years ago with the owner, um, it was very sad story, and obviously now his son taking over and taking this club to the heights of English football, the heights of English football. And after winning the Premier League, they were still considered to be outsiders, um, to the traditional big six. But now this is a massive statement to and just a huge slap to the European Super League organizers, because Leicester now deserves to be considered part of, or one of the biggest, or the one of the top English sides today in the Premier League. You need trophies to make a statement, and to stake your claim as an elite football club, and that's exactly what Leicester City are doing now. Congratulations to the fans, man. Congratulations to you guys. You guys, the Foxes never quit, man. The Foxes never quit. You guys have one of the best recruitment policies and one of the best scouts in the world, honestly. Just look at the outgoings over the last few years since they won the Premier League title. Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante, Harry Maguire, and Ben Chilwell. None of these players are missed at Leicester. None of them. They made a whole bunch of money. I think 200 something million from these outgoing transfers, and have brought in a host of players: James Maddison, Ian Acho, just a host. Fofana, who absolutely killed it yesterday. Um, it's crazy, man. And they even what's even crazier is they beat these teams with these players. They beat Manchester City 5-2 at the start of the season at Etihad. They beat they knocked out Manchester United uh, out of the FA Cup in recently, just a few weeks ago, or a month ago or something. And they beat Chelsea twice this season. They beat Chelsea when we were under Frank, and now in the FA Cup final. So you know what? Y'all deserve this. Go ham, boys. Go ham. Y'all deserve this win. But now bringing it back to us as a football club, Chelsea. This was heartbreaking. This was devastating as a fan to have to go through a, another big loss in an FA Cup final for the second time in a row. The anticipation leading up to this game and the end of the season really had us fans wearing rose tinted glasses, because uh, it really got us thinking that we were the best team in the land with the wins and the way we were winning. Beating Manchester City twice in 2 weeks, beating Real Madrid, beating Porto, beating Atletico Madrid. Um, you know, but if this week showed us anything, it is that uh, we are so heavily reliant on certain things going our way, so much so that when we are faced with the toughest of situations and the hardest of situations, we just don't have the pedigree to get out of it, and um, the we don't have the balls to get out of the situation. Now, this might be a little weird to hear, but honestly, except for sorting on the defense, I don't think Thomas Tuchel has solved many problems at Chelsea. The multitude of problems that are so clearly visible in this Chelsea team. Obviously, the main one that stands out is the chance creation and goals conversion rate. We also have to talk about the set piece conversion rate, because we had about 10 corners or something yesterday, and we didn't hit the target once, not once. Um, these problems aren't new to us. These are the same problems that occurred when Sari was at the job, when Frank was at the job, and they all got sacked for it because it got out of hand. And the thing is, these boys are just not serial winners, and that's that. There's no winning mentality. There's no winning mentality in this team, barring maybe a couple players: Thiago Silva, Mason Mount. Um, these boys are just not killers, man, and they're still boys. Frank has said this multiple times in interviews when he talks about other players in the Premier League like Salah, Mane, Harry Kane. These guys are killers. These guys are monsters. You give them half a chance and they will punish you. They will punish you. You will regret the day you let them have half a yard of space in front of your goal. You will regret that day. Our boys are not killers. I was watching um, some of the highlights and some of the games um, of our FA Cup, our previous FA Cup wins and our finals and things like that. I was watching the highlights. We had threats all over the pitch. Obviously, we had King Didier up front. We had set piece, pedigree where we had freaking John Terry there. We had Cavallo. We had threats from midfield. We had Frank shooting just Anywhere he got the ball anywhere outside the D, and he was shooting, making that keeper work. SEN players like insane pedigree, dude. These guys are all winners. These guys are all winners, and when it comes down, we just aren't there yet. When it comes down um, when it comes down to the wire, when everything is at stake, we've been coming off short, and that's just what it is. We've lost 8 out of our last 11 finals, I think. 8 out of our last 11 finals, which is, it just shows we have no elite mentality, no killing or killer instinct at all to put teams away comfortably. We have not had one single comfortable win except maybe Crystal Palace and that second leg against Real Madrid. Even that was quite cagey though. So I'm a bit it's a bit dicey to put that in there. But that win against Crystal Palace was definitely the only win this season which was a comfortable win. Besides that, nothing. Um, yeah. So I mean, Sari found it difficult to motivate this team. This exact same team that, the exact same team that won the league before, the year before under Conte, the exact same team, and he wasn't able to motivate them. So the creme de la creme, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. These players show up when it matters most, and they show up when we need them to. And that's that's what the best players do. This is not just football. You have to show up in life and grab opportunities by the scruff of the neck. And you say to yourself, I will die before I let this opportunity pass me by. I will die. I just don't see it from these players. I just don't. um this mentality is just not there in this team. And yeah, we have no reference point. We never had a reference point to suggest that these players had that kind of mentality, because we never played a final with this team before. But now we know. We played a final yesterday and they didn't show up. None of the players showed up. And it's quite clear what has happened to this club. We used to have winners, man. We used to have winners. Didier Drogba, one of the best, one of the best big game players in the world. He's one of the best. John Terry, Frank Lampard, Balak, Essien, Carvalho, Ashley Cole. Serial winners. Elite mentality. That's what it is. That's what's missing. That's the missing key. We have softies in this team, yeah. I don't know how and I don't know when, but this needs to change ASAP. This needs to change ASAP. Otherwise, this season could end up being one of the worst seasons in Chelsea's history. Um, at the start of the season, you know what? Every single rival fan, every single rival fan, they were telling me, they were saying they were actually scared shitless of the transfers that were coming into this club. They were scared shitless because everybody knew these guys are have some great potential. They have some great potential, and that was what they thought. Once this team gets together, once they get the ball rolling, once they get to know each other, it's gonna be unstoppable, this team. But it's unfortunate that we've reached the end of the season and we are still yet to see our best. This one of the best performances from this team. We are yet to see that. A whole season has come and gone, and we are yet to see the best performance of this Chelsea team. It's unfortunate. We have brought in a lot of players that I don't think that they understand the culture of the club well enough. I don't think they know the club like the academy boys do. Because why is it that every time we find ourselves in a tough situation, like the academy boys are the ones that pull us back? 3-0 down at West Brom. Mason Mount scores the first goal to start the comeback. A embarrassing beating down at Bayern Munich. Tammy Abraham comes in scores a consolation. Losing 3-0 to Arsenal. Tammy Abraham scores consolation there. Yesterday, the second half was abysmal. We had no shots on target. Then finally, Mason Mount steps up and shoots a half volley, one of the toughest skills to pull off in football, and manages to get a shot on target, and credit to Schmeichel. What a save! What a save that was. So the answer, when Frank was losing his job, Mason Mount was the only player who was playing at a level that Frank wanted, and at a level that possibly could help the team out and could possibly save Frank's job. None of the other players were doing that. None of them. And yeah, the answer's simple. It's passion. The love for this club and for the fans. All my life, um, it's been something I've felt, even though I've never stepped foot in Stamford Bridge and never watched a home game. I'm from India, from Mumbai, and I've never had the opportunity, unfortunately, to travel to London and watch a home game. It just hasn't happened yet. It's on my bucket list. Obviously, it's on my bucket list, but it just hasn't happened yet. But but not once have I ever felt like I'm missing out, or I'm not feeling the love that these players have for us fans and for this club, and not once. I've never felt that till this season. Till this season, I've never felt so distant from the club. Um, Obviously, there's the pandemic going on. Fans aren't in the stadium, and when fans are there to support you, you kind of understand what they prioritize and what they want from you. And um, a lot of clubs are suffering from that. A prime example is Liverpool. Even though they had injury troubles, they still have a good team, but they're still struggling. They were still struggling. Today, as of today, they are 1 point behind Chelsea after a crazy game against West Brom. A last minute winner from the goalkeeper, Allison. What emotional scenes. That's what you want. That's what you want in a team. You want the club, you want the players to put everything on the line, to push themselves beyond, to go over and beyond for the fans and for the love for this club. That is what you want, that connection with the fans. It's just not there with this team. It's just not there. So, um, what's the solution now? What is the solution? Honestly, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know, but it's not. I don't think that's something you can teach, or something you can like tell the players. This is what you have to do. It's something that they feel. It's something they experience when they wear a Chelsea shirt and play in front of fans. Because it's when fans are supporting you, they're chanting your name, they're singing your songs, and they're cheering you on. It's just a different feeling, man. And that's how you feel it. It will take time, especially for these new boys. I think once they get accustomed to the fans next season, I think it'll give the players a little more understanding of what the fans want and what they really want from these players. And it's not techos, it's not skill moves, it's not fancy videos, it's not jersey promos, and it's not what's in my bag videos. It's just heart. It's just heart. That's all we want. We now have 3 finals coming up. Yes, 3 finals. And we need to play like they're finals. And if the players show some heart, then I don't care about the results. I honestly don't give a flying shit about the results if the players show heart. And win or lose, the fans will support the players. Win or lose, the fans will stand by and support the boys, and you can take that to the bank. Anyway, that has been my somewhat long rant and my feelings about why this Chelsea squad isn't able to win games, and my reflections on what we learned from yesterday's game and yesterday's loss against Leicester City. A tough pill to swallow, but we have to turn the page, move on. We have to move on. We have so much more to play for and so much more to win, so much more to accomplish, and I hope we can. Commiserations to the Chelsea women's team, because they just lost to Barcelona's women's team in the UCL finals, 4-0. Another sad result. It's been a terrible week for Chelsea. Heartbreaking even, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can all move on from this as collectively as a club, and I hope the fans, if you guys are watching, I hope you support the boys as much as possible. I hope the fans attending the games will pour their hearts out and singing the chants and supporting our boys, because they need it. They need it. So that's been it for today, boys. Thank you so much for joining in. Yesterday I also did my first live on Instagram for the final. The result didn't go my way, but everything else was superb. The support from you guys, the interaction was absolutely entertaining, and so much love from all you boys. I'm so grateful and so humbled by everybody who's shown me some support, shown me love from yesterday's live, and yeah, I'm just so happy and so grateful. If there's one positive from this week, it's that the support has been real, boys, and I love you so much for that. You have no idea what it means to me. 80 subscribers. We're now at 80 subscribers, and I'm buzzing. I'm so grateful. You guys, you don't have to fucking watch my videos, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, man. If you like this content, if you really like it, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the Chelsea goalpost. We're going ham, man. We're going ham. Uploads every other day from me, and we obviously have some big games coming up, so you don't want to miss these videos. A few collaborations coming up. We'll be informing you about that soon. So stay tuned, boys. Follow me on my socials, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Come on, you Blues! Let's get these wins. Let's finish the season on a high. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.